Welcome to the Bast Audiophile with your host the Bast, an audiophile. Today I reviewed the Douk Audio U2 Pro DDC reclocker for my friends at the Audio Stuff out of Europe. What is a DDC reclocker? Well, DDC means digital to digital converter, and reclocker means that it reestablishes the clock time out of the data. So basically this machine is like a buffer that makes sure that all the data is there and that it reorganizes all the right timing. So it aims at eliminating any jitter and make sure that all the information is there and not lost in the transmission. We'll look in a second at how it affects the sound, but before that we need to review the technical specification of the machine. This DDC reclocker comes in a small box. The machine takes a USB-C input and outputs a toslink, a coaxial, and a I2S output as well. At the front you have the PCM DSD indicator that shows the resolution of your files in playback. At the bottom there's a UAC switch to select. UAC means USB audio class. You may select the USB audio class to 1.0 for gaming consoles and at 2.0 for audio equipment. The DDC uses the XMOS XU316 chip. It's a high-performance 32-bit multi-core microcontroller designed to handle AI acceleration. It also supports USB 2.0 connections like previously mentioned. It handles well high-res music streaming. The chip includes a hardware-based scheduler that acts like a real-time operating system in silicon. The reclocker is expandable, meaning that you can replace the clock yourself if you want with any compatible crystal and oscillator. They've allowed some room within the box. The price is $69.99 US. For a DDC reclocker, this is very affordable. Some DDC are above $5,000 US. But now we must ask, how does it sound? Well, our reviews are always honest, and we must say that the sound of the U2 Pro is a trade-off. On one hand, this machine helps with a more detailed, precise, and full sound. You have more information in the signal, and the timing is better, so there's no jitter. But on the other hand, you add additional electronics into the audio chain. What you gain in clarity and in timing, you lose in airiness and transparency. You end up feeling that your music is better with greater dynamic and details, that the sound is more full and rich, but you feel at the same time that your speakers are covered by a tiny bit of a silk sheet that limits the soundstage and airiness. So it's a trade-off. Some people will welcome the more full sound of the U2 Pro, but some will miss the full scale of an open sound. Only you really know if you will like it. Some people with lots of jitter problems in their system or with an appetite for details will enjoy this product. Purists won't. If you have experimented with this machine, feel free to leave a comment down below of your impressions of the sound. Did you like it? This concludes our review, so we hope that you have appreciated it. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the Audio Stuff channel or to the Bast Audiophile channel. The links are down below in the description. You may also appreciate to take part of the making of these videos by becoming one of our Patreon. The link is also down below in the description. We're looking forward to seeing you in other videos. Until then, take care, listen to good music, and goodbye.